Hello and welcome to another recording for my channel. I've had a few problems with my computer over the last week. For some reason my speaker just stopped working. I don't know what it is. I had to delete 4 videos because no sound. Apart from the game sound itself, there was no sound. I couldn't hear what I was saying, so pretty much I was doing this like this is the moon, but you couldn't actually hear me saying it. It was just, I don't know what was going on. So I'm redoing the what's going on here? This is what I mean. Something's been going on with the computer. Now the game's not loading. And up in here, okay, finally. For some reason, the border of my game is a no-go zone. Once I start the game, I'll show you what I mean. But pretty much, the last half a centimeter all around the edge, the mouse will not register. So if there's a what do you call it? A tab for me to click on, it won't actually work. For some reason now my computer's going really slow. It was the problem was sound. What's going on? I was literally just on YouTube trying to fix my sound system. Just 30 seconds before I started filming, I got the sound working, made sure that it was working, and now this happens. Yeah, for some reason my system reset and all the icons from all over the side just went straight over here. So now I've got to redo all these as well, but I'll do that later. As you can see, got the new voice actor, Garak. I can't really tell the face. It looks like possibly Brunt. I don't think that's Rom. You got Norg there, Dr. Bashir. So they're the 4 new voices. Oh no, there's a Vortos, fifth, and there's another 2. Just from the hair shape, I think it might be a female, possibly Cisco's girlfriend, the cargo ship captain. And let's see, who else could there be? The second Dax, Imazi Dax. Can't remember her name. She's only in it for the last season. If this doesn't load again, you won't be seeing this video. But if it does, I'll let you know at the beginning, or in the comment section, that there was a problem. List of characters. Okay, that loaded better. So let's see if this works. Yep, see, for no reason. It didn't work for no reason. Now it's working. So, as I was saying, I've had a few issues with my computer over the last week. I think I've fixed them all. The only problem I have now is, for some reason, the microphone is coming out through the speakers, which it wasn't doing before. I can't seem to deactivate that. I tried to deactivate it, turned my speakers off. So I can't actually hear the gameplay all that much. So hopefully that won't affect the video. But what I want to try to do on this one is I want to do another run through of my fleet holdings. I've already done the Starbase and the Romulan embassy. Those 2 seem to work. So let's see. So if I bring this down, I won't actually do that. Oh, it's working now. See, when I was doing this, I couldn't click on that. I don't know. It's been frustrating me the last couple of days. Okay, so let's just transwarp to the Starbase, Fleet Starbase, so I can transport to any holdings from there. Okay, we'll go down the list in a particular order, so therefore I don't get confused. I really shouldn't have done the embassy second. Let's see if this actually works. If I play this back and the sound is screwed, I'm going to be really annoyed. Okay, can I? Yes, I can. I like to have these lists as expanded out as possible, just so I can actually see everything. You can see the the progression bar at the top. I like to have that slightly visible just so I can see where I am with the progression. No matter how much I have these spread out, I always like to have... Oh, wait a minute. That's why it's doing it. Okay, so let's... Okay. See, I'm clicking on the transwarp, but nothing's happening. Okay, so Fleet Starbase. So I'm clicking on transwarp, but if I come to the top, yeah, it's not going to work. So there's something about the bottom section here, and even along the side. So let's see if this works. So I'm hitting character, but nothing's happened. But if I come into the side and hit it, it opens up. So that last half a centimeter off to the side, it just won't register. I don't know. I have no idea why. Okay. Because I haven't been playing any other games or doing much else with my computer, I don't know if this is just the game itself that's the problem with the border, or if it's well, what? Okay, a bit of a slingshot thing effect there. Okay. And again, if I have skipped something in the walkthrough, like you want me to go into something in more detail on the starbase, I think I pretty much went through everything here. Let's go to the map. See, I can't, the map's not registering, so if I come into the side here, it registers. So let's just zoom in. So I've gone through all the different rooms. I've gone to the turbo lift and done the other 3 floors. I've told you where everything is, what they all do. If you want any more explanation about something, I'm more than happy to do it, but I can't really think of anything else I need to discuss about this. Let's have a look at... Okay, so I've done... I said I wanted the colony last. So I've done the embassy. I did the lithium mine and the research lab, but there was no sound, so I'm going to redo those. I'll do the lithium mine. Oh, excuse me. So what I'll do is I'll show you what the dilithium mine has in benefits, and then we'll just do a mining walkthrough, and I'll just do one walkthrough of the mining, so you can actually see what's required, and see how long it would take to do a daily mining resource quest. Okay, so let's hope game doesn't freeze up and the speaker keeps working. And the game loads. Having a few issues. A few too many. Traffic controller, beam to surface. So again, we'll go to the big map once we're there, and I'll show you everything. See, I can't even hear what's going on there. I couldn't even hear the transporter because I've got my speakers turned. Actually, I'll turn the speakers up and talk, and you'll just hear the I'm not sure if you can hear that, but there's an echo coming out of my speakers, and you can just hear that. Yeah, it's getting louder and louder. So I'll just turn my speaker back down. So my speaker's about a quarter or maybe a third of the way up, and I can barely hear what's coming out of the game. So if I miss something, I'm sorry. But there shouldn't be much to... Again, I have to get right in the corner there. Okay, so let's zoom out. So you're in this little capsule on the asteroid, and all these little pockets are dilithium. So you can see here it says impure, rich dilithium, pure, and pure. So you got 5, 5, and 1. So let's have a look at the in progress. Rich. So you can do 1 rich. We'll show that on the. See, it's not changing because for some reason that bottom section there will not register. Anyway, it doesn't matter. As long as it shows up on this map here, that's all I care about. So, in here, let's have a look. Let's zoom in. So there are 2 floors. This is the only one you need to worry about. So I think it's behind us. Yeah, the turbo lift here will take us upstairs, and basically all it is a walkway that goes across the middle and around the outside. And there's nothing to interact with there. There's only there might be an NPC up there, but you can't even interact with them. So we're here at the entry. We can walk across to here, But we'll have a look at these vendors and other NPCs within the game. My shift key, I can actually start running now. I don't have that screen pop up. So warp core requisitions. Let's have a look. Advanced, delete, advanced. So you got warp cores and singularities. So for the Romulan players, or when you get the Romulan ships, you can get these. So these are just slightly better warp cores than you would get in main game. So if you're looking for a specific warp core, you might have to join a fleet. And again, this is all about fleet benefits. You might have to join a fleet to get a warp core of the benefit you're looking for. Advanced, you can see from here, 10,000, 8,500, and 14,012. So they're just slightly better than the advanced. They got just a bit more power to them, a bit more benefits. And again, I'm not going to go through them all. There's like literally hundreds of different possible things to buy. Okay, and then we'll have a look at this. Duty officer assignments. So he will just give you assignments. Did I? No, I haven't done that yet. So I'll get rid of that. Just one. So this will give you 500 additional dilithium. Duration 5 seconds. So it only takes 5 seconds, and you get 500 dilithium just for showing up, pretty much. So we'll just see. There you go. It's done. You just got 500 dilithium by finishing that one quest. So I'm just gonna should have done this before I started filming, but just clear all this out. And the last one I can't collect. No, okay. So let's see what else he's got for us. Again, you can only do this once a day. Mine dilithium motherload. And again, extra dilithium, 18 hours, but the reward is 500 dilithium and all the other benefits. Okay, mine motherload of vulnerable minerals. Again, 18 hours, and you get. It doesn't tell you what you get. Mine motherload. Fleet marks and dilithium mine provisions. So if you get a critical success, you get the dilithium mine minerals provisions. So that helps with building of your fleet. Fleet marks help with buying things within the fleet, or upgrading the fleet. Sorry. And there's fleet credits, which is a different thing. So there's 3 different things you need. You need marks, credits, and provisions. You need a provision for every single holding. Let's have a look. So you can see all the different holdings here. If you go to your replicator, you can buy provisions for them, and that just helps. You spend your own energy credits to help improve your own fleet holdings, and when you improve your own fleet holdings, you go up in levels, and you can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this one's going up. There's nothing to. I don't think there's anything else that I can. Yeah, so the admiral or the fleet leader is wanting to solely focus on this. They're not even going to activate any of the specialty ones. Like the Star Praise projects will help upgrade it, and the specialty projects are just things to help the fleet overall. But he obviously just wants to focus solely on this one thing. So I'm happy with that. Again, 10 to 7 hours before I can actually start donating again. Okay, so let's begin this. Okay, so I got 1,000 dilithium a day just from showing up and doing the missions with this one. Oh, this is buying crew. Again, they're good for mining. Let's see. There are no more. Okay, that's not what I wanted to find out. Let's see if I've got. Roster, species, Iridian. Again, I can't click on that bottom. I don't know why that's. So I can get the Zindi, but I can't get the Iridian. So that's a good centimeter from the bottom of the screen. I still cannot. Let's go with Horta then. Where's H? Horta. So as you can see, Hortas are good miners. specialization is mining. You can only get them from a fleet mining station. They're a civilian unit, and these two are doing that mission I sent to get the 18 hours to get those bonus benefits. Let's see, what was the other? Ferengi, I think it was. Civilian miner. So you can see that I've gotten all the miners. So pretty much I've bought all the ultra rare. I don't worry about the green or blue, the common or rare. I go for the ultra rare all the time. And once again, once the game keeps upgrading and more things come out, they've already got one unique epic gold character, which I collected in a mission not long ago. No, I just did the wrong button again. So let's click on this and go to unspecify the species, and we'll go to quality of epic. So as you can see, you can get a copy of the holodeck, the Doctor from Voyager, the emergency medical hologram Mark 1, which is the original hologram. So that's your only. There's no ultra rare, there's only very rare, so we'll just click on this. So you can see there's no ultra, just very. So it goes common, rare, and very. So I don't know if there are any ultras in here. I've never actually seen them. But you can see that you can get good miners help with mining quests. What else can we show? Okay, that's a tailor, pretty self-explanatory. Almost every station has a tailor where you just change your outfit. Okay, and requisition space equipment. Okay, so resist all console. So this is a armor plating for your ship, and as you can see, 18 points of damage resistance. Power transfer is a lot faster for when you transfer power to weapons or shields for bridge officer requests. Okay, so this one, sorry, yeah, so you got 10, 11, and 12, and 12 is your highest. So you got 21, and then you can actually upgrade this to an epic. So that's an ultra rare, but you can upgrade that another level to an epic. So you probably get like 20, 22, or 24 sort of damage resistance. Okay, this increases the hit points of your ship, plus 10 starship hull capacity. Okay, so you can see turn rate isn't heal. I like the turn rate better than the heal factor, because if I can get my weapons to face where I want them to do and chase a ship better than anything else, then I can do a lot more damage with my weapons. So depending on your gameplay, I like to have a good turn rate. So that's the one I'd probably go for. But I normally use kits just for the bonuses for them. And as you can see, again, the heal damage resistance is the same, but the hull will improve 15 points per 3 seconds, or every second. Okay, so this resists energy weapons. Torpedoes. Torpedoes and kinetic damage. And again, you've got your power transfer rate, hit points, turn and hull heal. And what's this one? Reduces RCS control. Let's have a look. Flight turn rate. Turn rate. And turn rate. So I'd probably go with something like this. This is good turn rate. 42% faster turn. So this is, again, you can only get this through being a member of the fleet, a fleet. You've got to upgrade to a certain level before you can actually buy from vendors. So let's have a look at the Dilithium Mine. So let's have a look. Mine interior, fleet project, Dilithium store discount 4%. And again, once you get into a fleet, I could go through each and every single one of these things, but you're better off joining a fleet and taking your own time to read through them, and every single one has their own benefit. But again, once you get to level 3 of all these sort of things, you'll get access to all the benefits. Just say you might have a level 1 trader. He might only have the resist all, level 2, and then level 3. But I think it's like once you unlock them, they get everything. But you get the gist of what I'm trying to say. You've got your standard consoles for exchange. Where's the bank? I think the bank's in the back corner here. And then the mail is there as well. Okay, so they're your vendors. This is the guy you speak to activate your first quest, but once this is activated, it will actually constantly, every day it will update. I do believe you have to buy this from the mining outpost before you join a fleet. There's a friendly mining outpost where you can actually do a daily mining once you get these certificates. And then once you join a fleet, you can do this every day just by being a part of the fleet. Okay, I can't... Oh, it worked. Okay, so I'm going to show you this. Once you're out of this force field, you actually suffocate. So you'll see that I'll start choking, I'll fall down. Yep, and then... So you've actually got to be in a spacesuit once you leave. Don't forget to activate your spacesuit. So let's have a look at the mining process. So it's 4:55, and we'll have a look at how long it takes to do a mining mission. Got horters here, which are digging holes for the mines. Now this here is an energy beam. So if you walk through it, you will be damaged. As you can see, I've taken damage from walking through it. So you want to avoid that. But it's not much, so it's not going to be a huge inconvenience. So there is a little mini game. You've got to target the... Okay, don't know what happened there. What? What? I hope I did not just pass out and forget that I did that. Everyone just witnessed that I just got 40 minerals purely by clicking on it. Oh, gee whiz. Okay, it's around the corner. Let's have a look. Okay, I can just see it there in the back. Okay, let's see if it works this time. The mini game. Okay, here we go, the mini game. This is what should happen. So as you can see, you just got to turn left, turn right, push up and down to focus in and out. And then you'll get the minerals. I'm not entirely sure. I think it's once you get past a certain number of score number, you actually go up from 5 to 10 to 15 to 20. And I think 45 is the highest. That's the highest I can remember ever getting. I very rarely get above the 800 mark. Some people can get 900, 1,000 each time if they're really quick and good with the game. But you'll see that the score, I roughly get about 850 or something like that on average. Whoop, there we go. And for every second or every mistake you make with this, you lose a portion of credits. So you've got to be very careful here. Whoop, there you go. Just lost a bit more. So you can see I'm about that 850 mark, like I said. Collect ore. 200. So somehow I missed out on the ore in that last game. Somehow it activated. Okay, so let's run. Run. Float, or whatever. Okay. Yeah, you can just see him over there. I don't know why, but it's so fun just to jump around. Okay. Okay, so it's really hard to find stuff to talk about when you're just doing the exact same thing over and over again. But if you screw up like I do, like this all the time, you can mention it. So there are 11 of these little games you should be playing to get the dilithium. And again, this is something you do every single day. If you're a member of the fleet and your fleet is leveled up pretty well, you should be able to get a lot of dilithium on a daily basis. Dilithium is an extremely important trading resource in the game. It's used for upgrading all equipment. It's used for upgrading your fleet on almost, I'm pretty sure it's almost every single upgrade needed needs dilithium. And some of them need hundreds of thousands of dilithium, like 450,000 dilithium. So the bigger your fleet, the more people. There you go, 815. So what's that? Another $200. So I somehow missed out on 160 dilithium from that first one because the game, for some reason, didn't actually play. I can just make out the green there. Okay. Oh, okay. It's a turn. Where's my? There he is. I'm gonna be so annoyed if the sound didn't work again. It's only been about 5 minutes and I've already gone halfway through the dilithium mining, so it only takes about 10 minutes, you know, a little over 10 minutes to do a full run through. And again, 200, if you do about an average of 800, you'll get about 200 per hit, which should be times 11 is 2,200. Plus the daily walkthrough, the daily missions, is another 1,000, so that's 3,200. Just from doing duty officer assignments, you can also get dilithium. So you can get quite a couple of thousand dilithium every single day. And like I said, it's extremely important. Within a week, you should be able to get 2 high-end pieces of equipment for your ship, if you're a daily player. You could see it was 850, so another 200 dilithium. Yep, there we go. Okay, so do I have to fall down, or is it? Oh, there it is. So one of these dilithium will sometimes spawn down in a crevice, and you've got to fall down into it and then mine it and then fly back out. That's the tricky one. I sometimes get stuck there. Sometimes I have to beam back to my ship and then back down because for some reason I get stuck. I don't know why. But we'll see what happens when I get to that point. Okay. Oops. And if I manage to get above 800 or like the 900 mark, we'll see if that puts the dilithium past 200. But like I said, I very rarely get above the 850 mark. 855 I think it is the average. Okay. As you can see, the respawning of the game is very random. You can get one point of scores, or one allotment of scores, sorry, or 10. It's completely random and different. Okay, almost 900, and yep, 200 dilithium. So this circle up here, don't worry about. This is actually reporting back that you've actually finished a dilithium project, but you can see there's more to do. So you avoid the one above the top, you just go for the other ones until you've finished all 11. So let's head for this one up the top, and then we'll head for the other 4. Yep, this is the one in the crevice. Okay, let's see if I can remember. And because you're in a low G environment, because you're falling so fast, it's not going to make a difference. You're not going to get damage from falling a large distance like you would in playing normal. But I just get stuck. This is what I mean by getting stuck. Okay, I'm going to have to beam back to the ship. And then beam back down. Somehow I got stuck in nothingness. Like there's literally nothing around me. I got stuck in it. And then I just beam back to the mining station and walk back out. So I might leave that top one to last. So if I get stuck again, I don't have to worry about it. So it's been 8 minutes. 8 minutes. I've only got a little bit left. Yeah, only got the last 5 to do. Again, if the game loaded faster, it wouldn't take as long, and if you don't get stuck, it doesn't take as long, obviously. Okay, come on. You can do it. You can do it. I know you can do it. You've done it before. Okay, let's go. I was going to say fly forward a bit, but nope. Beam to surface. And again, I am looking for suggestions. I haven't actually got any, subscribers yet. I've had a few people look. I've had 1 or 2 comments, but I haven't actually had anyone subscribe. So, any ideas on what sort of playthrough you want me to do with my Jem'Hadar character that I plan on making in June? Again, I do want to make a Jem'Hadar tactical because they are... they're bred for warriors, so making a Jem'Hadar scientist doesn't seem like canon. I'm more of a canon player than anything else. So I do like to play by the lore of Star Trek. Even the ones that were interested in medical science sort of thing were still warriors at the heart. So again, I'm assuming there'll be a Vorta playthrough. Sorry, a Vorta character to choose from. Possibly a Cardassian and a Bajoran. Because if they're going, they say Jem'Hadar playthrough. They don't say Dominion. So there's a good chance you're playing as the True Way, which is a Jem'Hadar, Cardassian, Bajoran, Pyrath followers. The Jem'Hadar turn their backs on the Dominion for ending the war, and the Cardassians and the Bajorans kind of join forces with the Pyrath sort of side, I believe. Again, it's been a while since I played that storyline, so I can't be 100% certain on it, but if that's the Jem'Hadar playthrough you can choose from, I would assume that it's a True Way playthrough. They might go the same way as the Romulans and just have it as they want to break free from the True Way. They want to break free and just have their own little colony. And you might just have a new Romulus sort of playthrough of the Jem'Hadar. Who knows? Again, canon lore, 850, so another 200, yep. Lore of the canon of the show says that they need Ketracel White to function, and it was very hard for them to make it in the Alpha Quadrant. So if the Jem'Hadar left the Dominion, I'm assuming they've got their own way of producing Ketracel White, which can't be replicated. Has to be made from living bacterial sources. So again, there might be a backstory, a bit of canon revisited and how they make their own. Like you've got your own Jem'Hadar bridge officer. You can actually get one of those through one of the missions. So how he's getting his Ketracel White, I'm not sure. Or whether or not there was a story as to why he doesn't need it, I'm not sure. But I like how the game is keeping the franchise alive by making these stories, and the game itself is just brilliant. There is problems with every game. There is a bit of problems with bugs, and people do complain about that. I think they over-complain. You know, there's only so much people can do. Oh, I think I just lost that. Did I get... Ah, sweet, 900. What? Oh, 1,000. I think this is the first time. Honestly, I think this is the first time. And it's only still 200. Ah. I think that was the first time I ever got 1,000 from memory. And let's just take a bit of damage. Ba-bam. Okay. Let's turn around and head towards there. I can't see ya. Okay. All that wandering for nothing. Still only get 200 mineral. I'm not sure if you can actually get more. I think I just lost that. Yeah. As long as I get 200, I'm happy, because that seems to be the average. And again, I don't know when the 200 hits. I'm not sure if you have to get 700 or 800 score to get the 200. But 200 seems to be the average. So, as I said, there's 11 to do. If unlike the first one, where you saw I just somehow finished it and only got 40, you managed to get 200 per game. That's 2,200 just that. The missions give you another 1,000. It's 3,200. And then duty officer assignments, playing episodes, just doing missions, playing the game in general, doing space missions. So when you go to the sector space in the game, there are red alerts that pop up, which are basically just invasion accounts. 775, and I get 200. Okay. So you can fight, I think Breen is in one sector, Borg in another, Voth and Species 8472. What else? Tholians, I think, is another one. Like I said, I haven't had a chance. I've had the chance, but I've been playing Fallout 4 for the last year or so since it's come out. I've only started playing Star Trek constantly again in the last month. But I was always logging in, making sure that my account was active and that I was getting the duty officer assignments done. wasn't even doing the dilithium mining on a daily basis. Basically, I was just logging in, doing a mission, making sure the fleet holdings were fully stocked up. But most of the time when I logged in, the only things that were available were the dilithium, which was like the hardest thing to accumulate a lot of. And again, because I didn't always have a lot of it, I couldn't actually participate in fleet holdings. But I always did what I could. I'm always near the top of most of the fleet holdings because I'm always actively adding to it. With the other fleet holdings, I don't donate as much because the fleet holdings that we have are as full as they're gonna get. They're all top level, so I just let the other fleet members get their fleet points, their fleet marks, their fleet credits, so they can buy stuff at the store. Like I've said, I have a huge supply of fleet equipment, warp engines, weapons. I just bought all the elite versions of a lot of stuff just to say that I had them. So I don't need the fleet credits. I don't need the fleet marks. If push comes to shove and the admiral puts a message up saying everyone must get this done, I'm more than happy to do it. But if he just leaves a message saying please focus on this for now, I'm not gonna put all my effort into it. I'll let the other team members build up their own accounts. The admiral, or whatever you want to call them, the fleet owner, has never specifically messaged me and said I want you to focus on anything in particular. He normally just sticks with fleet. There's hoarder eggs, if you're wondering what those round orbs are. If they're from the original series, that's where the hoarder has burrowed through the rock. So it's very canon. I really don't know what the canon is on Vortas in outer space. Like, can they breathe? Like, do they need to breathe? I'd say they don't, because if they live in solid rock and they're burning it, it's going to be very gaseous and there's not going to be a lot of oxygen for them. So again, I'm not sure. Let's see if I get stuck again. You can see I'm falling a very long distance, but I don't get damaged because it's a low gravity situation. You can just see there where the green is, and let's... Oh, don't! No! No! Ah! Look at this, I'm literally just floating in the middle of nothing. Well, let's forget about it. You can see that it's taken 17 minutes. And it's only because I got stuck twice. 15 minutes for a good run through to get your minerals. So I'll beam back to the station one more time to speak to the guy and say that I've finished 2 of them at least. And we'll see what I get as a reward for doing that. I don't think that you get a reward so much as he just resets the task. If you're wondering what that lady is, she is a Reman, which is a Romulan miner from Star Trek. The last Next Generation movie. I am horrid with names. Great work. We'll start processing the crystal. Continue. Okay, complete. Nothing popped up. Continue. As you can see, nothing actually happens. So it just resets the accept it, but I won't be able to do it for another 24 hours. There you go. So there you can see, pretty much that's it. That's the bonuses of having a dilithium mine as a fleet holding. So it started off, actually, will it have a star date? So as you can see, this is the stuff that the Admiral will suggest. So if he wants us to focus on anything, he'll just pick one of these things, select it, it'll pop up down here, and then we can just put provisions in to help. I'm not entirely sure how it works, but it helps the fleet function better. Again, I just kind of donate buy what I need and move on. I don't really read into anything. Again, I'm more than happy to learn about it if everyone else wants me to give a very detailed explanation of how all this stuff works. But for now, it's just basically click on that. Well, the admiral will have oversay who has permission to do that sort of thing. But all that will just be the special projects, because Starbase projects don't need them. We're fully updated all the way through. Provisions. This is what I mean. Like when he activates this, we get these things. Again, I don't really know what that means. I normally just donate, buy, and move on. I don't really read into it. Leaderboard. Again, there you can see I'm right up the top. I'm not up the top on this one because this was activated while I was doing other things, so I'm in here, but I'm not up the top. K13, I don't think I actually donated much of anything to this. Again, I think this was released when I was playing Fallout, so I don't see my name here at all. Let's start from the bottom. Yeah, I don't think I've actually donated to this one. Just like with the Colony World, which is the latest one, every time I log in to donate, they're pretty much finished. I get home from work and they're done. But I have donated a lot of dilithium. That's where most of this is. You get 1 point per dilithium, I think. It's pretty much the best way to get your points up, and that's for the fleet credits. And it's not so, oh yeah, I'm number one, I got most of the credits. It's for the fleet credits. You can actually go in and buy specific things, because there's energy credits. Where are we? Energy credits here. I do have I think 14 million in my bank account, which is shared across all my characters. So I can actually donate to my account, and then when I start my Jem'Hadar character, I can actually take that 14 million out, go to the store, and buy top quality equipment. There's no point early on. Once you get to level 12 equipment, like Admiral level, that's when you want to start buying top level equipment. But from levels 1 through to 10, or from Lieutenant, oh, they're going to update this. They're going to have to update this because it only goes to level 60. So when they get the new 5 levels, they're going to have to give you something. None, but they're going to have to give you something for at least 2 of them, I reckon. That's 1, 2, and then from 50 to 55, there's only 1 that's not active. Yeah, so I just want to see what the new traits would be. Yeah, so there's certain things. You got your energy credits, which you use on the exchange, and you got your fleet credits, which is what you'll buy the warp cores with. And again, certain equipment can only be bought from a fleet holding, so that's the benefits of having a fleet dilithium mine. If you have any questions about the dilithium mine or any other holdings, I'm happy to do a video on them. But I will be doing at least one video on each holding, just to show you what each one does. I will leave the colony one to last, because as you can see from the status, it's not fully upgraded just yet. And by the time I get around to doing it, hopefully, at very least, we'll have at least one of these tiers fully upgraded to the number 4. So there's 4 to choose from, and each one, you can see here that each one has its function, morale, infrastructure. So I'm assuming that's just visually. Engineering duty officer contacts. So puts a new NPC in, can buy new pistols. Bartender must have a bar built. Okay, so I assume there's a bar in here. Colony. Bank. Did I miss it somewhere? Okay. Colony invasion simulation, provision V. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna leave this one to probably second last, because I'm thinking that once the Jem'Hadar expansion comes out, there's going to be another sort of embassy style upgrade. This one is the Romulan embassy from when New Romulus came out. The Spire came out with the Dyson Sphere update, and let's have a look at those. Again, the question mark, I have to get right on the edge. And you can see what's new with season 14.5. So 8th anniversary, and I think it only goes back to season 6, and this is, I think it's every 6 months. 6 months? I'm not sure how long it's been. Like, there's no date here that says on April the 1st, you know, something like that. It doesn't actually tell you what the date is. But you can see in season 6, Under Siege was the episode title. This added new episodes. So basically, these are the ones you have to start off with. And then when they bring out a new season or a new patch, they bring in another set of episodes. You can see here that with the Dyson Sphere, they did a few more episodes. This was a temporal... this one was very well done, I thought. It was pretty obvious to me what was happening, but this one was very well done. Delta Quadrant, again, once the second part of the Dyson Sphere was activated, it brought into the other series. Then you've got the Voth and the Species 8472 in the Delta Quadrant. As you can see, it's called the Delta Quadrant. Again, the Iconians are another expansion on this, but that's all quadrants. It's basically a an invasion of our galaxy. So, you know, future proof. I haven't actually finished this one yet. I do actually know what happens in all these. New Frontier I haven't done either, because you have to actually do them in order. If you haven't finished the Delta Quadrant, you can't move on to the Iconian. You have to actually go in a particular order to do it. That's basically the episodes. Even though they're not the same, the Klingon War and Wasteland are not connected. This is more of a what the hell are they called? Ah, damn it! The Romulan Spy Agency. Obsidian Orders Cardassia. Tel Shiar. Okay, that's a Tel Shiar storyline. That's a mixture. That's a mixture of Tel Shiar, Romulan, and Iconian sort of storyline. That's a Jem'Hadar, the Dominion storyline. That's a Breen storyline. I liked it as well. This one was pretty well done. Borg. This one is pretty good, but is it a simulation? Yeah, this one is one of the hardest, what I found to be one of the hardest missions. It's pretty easy for the first half, and then the second half they just whack you with this all these powerful Borg units. Eventually you do get through it, obviously, because I have actually gone through most of the storylines. New Romulus. This every single one of these stories here is repeatable. I think except for the last one. I know you can redo the last one as well. So basically, the first one is you arrive, and that's it. You get points for it. And then you do each one of these. And again, I think I did this with the embassy. I showed you how this all works. You can just do these every single day. It takes, once you've done it, you've got half an hour before it will reset to the beginning. And by the time you've done 3 of them, it will reset. So you just choose your 3 favorite ones to do, and you'll just get a heap of Romulan marks. So let's have a look at the... $20 hours. It doesn't actually tell you how many. But you can see you get, just from playing this, you get 1,040 dilithium. You get Romulan marks, and also 10 Romulan marks for doing it, but you also get a bonus marks for just for that first mission. Let's have a look. Okay, another 1,040 in marks and marks. So you'll see here. You'll see here with the reputation, New Romulus. You can see here where you only need a couple of hundred, but once you start getting to the end game where you've leveled to tier 5, which is the highest tier, the things can cost 500 marks to 1,000. So let's have a look. 500. Could have sworn I had, there we go, 1,000. So some of these equipment can cost up to 1,000 marks. So if you want to do get a specific set, let's have a look at this macro, and this reward is the armor. Now you can see it's a part of a set. There's 3 sets. You need the armor, the rifle, and the shields. And you can see that the sets all have the same picture, but you can see armor, shield, and weapon, and then they all kind of intermix. So to get all 3 of them, and then there's a secondary set. So there are tier 3, tier 4. So this armor set's slightly better, has slightly different benefits. And again, once you get through the armors, you can get to Starfleet Borg Science Bridge Officer. Okay. Liberated Borg Science Bridge Officer. I think you can only have one of these. I'm pretty sure you can only have one. But you get the points. Let's select it. Okay. I can't do that without checking. Wanted to see what was... Oh, actually here, requirements. No, that's not it. Let's go back to the Borg. Let's have a look. Now, requirements are 500 Omega points. And then you get a Science Officer. Liberated Bridge Officer. Then you got a set of ship pieces. It's the easiest words that I forget. So a Klingon Honor Guard covariant shield, an adapted macro covariant shield. So you can see that there's only 3. So obviously this had 6. That can't be right. Can you have 1? The adapted Marco must be a Klingon version and a Federation version, and somehow they've overlapped. This might be a bug in the game. There should only be 3. You can see it says Klingon Honor, and then it says adapted macro. So obviously it's overlapped somehow. Let's have a look. No, it's happened there as well. And it's happened there as well. Okay, let's have a look at the assimilated deflector dish. I think I've got the deflector dish, and that's all I've got so far. And now I'm going for this, I think. So let's have a look. There you go, only 3 pieces. So deflector array, sub-transwarp engines, and regenerative shields. Okay, and then this is the second part, same thing, regenerative shields. +5 shield power, maximum shield capacity, every 6 seconds, reduces plasma damage to shields. So for every 6 seconds you get 300 points of shield regeneration. So that's pretty good. And this is a 3rd set. And again, these are engines, shields, and armor, whereas these are consoles. So this is a weapon, 2 different weapons and a console. So you can have these 3 active with these 3, because those are external things and these are internal sort of components. And let's have a look. Another set, shield array, engine, deflector. Let's have a look. Shield, engine, and deflector. So there's quite a few different things you can choose. And again, if you want to take your time and go through every single piece of information in this, go for it. But as you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And again, once the Jem'Hadar comes out, that'll be number 12. And this one is separate. This is a special events thing. This only pops up every now and again. So as you can see, I haven't finished putting my crystals in yet, but I've got to wait for this event to start up so I can actually start collecting them again. This is the winter... Oh no, this is the mirror invasion. And as you can see, it's very good rewards. It does take a bit of time, but 50,000 dilithium, 1,000 fleet marks, and a crystal shard. I've got the vanity pet already, but I think I started this one again just for the dilithium, and because the fleet marks I didn't need. I already had a lot. I think I've used them all up already. Dilithium is always important, and the shard vanity pet I've already got. And again, you only need 1, so it's not a huge thing. 50,000 fleet marks, reputation of your choice. So you can get 250 points for any one of these 11. So as you can see, I'm already level 5 of all these. So I'll probably start from like the top or the bottom and just work my way down trying to get to level 5. Or probably, you know, the new Romulus, if I had known how easy that was, I would never have chosen 250 reputation points for new Romulus, because it is so easy to get points for that. Which one is it? Is it Dyson? I think it's the Dyson. This one's pretty easy as well. There's daily, not even daily. You can just keep, you can spend the entire day doing missions in the sphere over and over and over again, and just get more and more points. So that one's this. This is awesome. They got frickin' dinosaurs with frickin' laser beams attached to their frickin' heads. It's awesome. Dr. Evil would be pleased. Counter. Again, you can see the species 8472. This is from a Voyager episode. What are their damn names? I just finished playing the playthrough and I've already forgotten what they're called. Unari or something like that. Whatever. But as you can see, there are several things you can do, and every single one of these has a set of... I'm at level 0, so the sets haven't unlocked. But you can see from here, unlocks very rare. But I haven't even got to level 1 yet. I'm still at level 0. And then as you unlock more, and you can choose from a ground or a space thing. Here it is. Phaser and control. Okay, so that's a ground effect, space effect, ground effect, space effect, and then I think these alternate. Ground active, space active. So these are good for your character's traits. Space traits. You can get those from... Oh no, sorry. Ground reputation. You can get these from your reputation. As you can see, I've unlocked quite a few of them. Space reputation. Again, I've unlocked quite a few of them. Active reputation. So these are the ones I've got to level 5 with. And as you can see, there's 4 unlocked. And the reputation here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 unlocked at level 5. And that's where I got those from. So this thing itself has upgraded dramatically. At the very beginning of the game, I think all you had was this, 9 pockets to choose from, and it was just personal traits, and that was it. And all of these traits were in one file, and you could only have 9. Then a lot of people were saying, well, every time I go from space to ground, I've got to swap them out, you know. So now they've got personal ground, personal space, and then they've upgraded so ship traits. So this is when you get your ship. Let's go to status. When you get your ship to level 5, a tier 6 ship to level 5, you will actually get a skill unlock, a trait unlock, sorry. Starship traits. So I've got a few. Now, these are also things you can unlock from unlock boxes. You can actually get a few of them from there. The reputation is I've just shown you. So yeah, being a member of a fleet is very, very good. There are certain equipment you can only use if you're a member of the fleet. I'm not sure if I've never been kicked from a fleet, so I couldn't tell you if those things are still active if you're not a member of the fleet. But yeah, this video's gone way too long, but hopefully it's explained a lot to you. You understand the benefits of having a fleet, the benefits of having an updated holdings to levels, maximum level of 3 or 5, depending on what it is. If you have any more questions about what benefits you can get, more than happy to try to answer them to the best of my ability. But in just playing around with the fleet and clicking on all the icons, that's how you learn. You just go to all these different people, click on them, read what they have to say. If you like what they've got to sell, save up your dilithium, save up your fleet credits. To get fleet credits, you just have to donate to your fleet. Again, I can't. So basically, you donate. You click on donate. It'll open up a little thing. You'll donate as much as you can, and then you'll get credits for those donations. That's how you get your fleet credits. And then you just go to the vendors and you just buy what you want. hopefully this video has been informative. I hope that I've made the game a little easier for you. I will put time markers in the conversation below so that you can skip to certain sections and know that the last half of this video is just me rambling on about fleets. Not really. Kabali, they're right there. That's what that blue guy was in the reputation shop. Okay, so I'll leave you with this. Again, in June it's going to go up to level 65. As you can see, I've already got to level 60, and with my reputation, not my reputation, sorry, my skills, you can see here that with the command officer, you need, doesn't actually say, 27, so about 30. So I've gotten level 60, and then I've gotten to level 90 really, and then let's see, 27 again possibly. Yep, 120. So you can see I doubled it up. You know, I've so this I don't think has 30. No, 27, so 30. No, I don't think they all go up to 30. 22, could be 30. Okay, so there you go. That's how easy it is. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 30, plus I think when the Gem Hadar come out, you'll have probably another one that will come out. So 8 times 30 plus the 60 original is how many times I've gone above 60. So it's really easy. Just from doing duty officer assignments, not this one, sorry, this one. Just from doing these duty officer assignments every day, I will get the R&D will give you points, Admiralty will give you points, and duty officers will give you points. And I say every single day I will go up another level. So if this was going to level 61, I'd be up to level 61 in 5 minutes. You know, I just log in every single day, just reset all these, just collect everything, reset them, collect everything, reset them, collect everything, reset them. If I've got a bit more time, I'll come to the Dilithium Mine and do a run through. Again, it's about 15 minutes. What else is there? I don't think there's anything else. I'm gonna stop this before it goes too long. People just look at the length of it and go, "What's the point of watching that?" Okay. Hopefully this was informative. I'll just close this off. So as you can see, the game the computer has reset and thrown everything in this corner. I don't know why. It's really annoying. But these are the systems I have available to use at the moment. Blizzard. You can go over here as well. Origin. There was one more. Uplay. Okay, there you go. So these are the 5 platforms I have available to play with at the moment. More than happy to try other platforms. Steam seems to be the one that has the most games available to it. Uplay, I've got a few games attached to it, but not many. And again, these are the games I have available to play. Once I can afford it, I will be getting XCOM 2 and doing a gameplay of that, a walkthrough of that one. XCOM is pretty good. I like that one. I'm more than happy to do a gameplay of all those. So anything I've got here, pretty much, I'm happy to do a gameplay of. I've pretty much started a lot of them already. Okay, so the ones at the top are the ones I've done gameplays of so far. I'm pretty new to YouTube. These aren't all that flash, and these are ones I've got available to do later on. More than happy to do a gameplay of any of these, and I'm going to be redoing these once I've got better etiquette on the YouTube, bet my footing down, better way of editing and getting into the gameplay. Again, any questions about any of these games, I'm more than happy to do a quick playthrough and link that to your message, just so you know what you want to know. And just want to say, more than happy to take criticism in the comments. I am new to this, I'm assuming I'm going to get a lot of criticism, but I would like to say that I would like to keep it civil in the conversation, and I'll see you in the next video.